What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the OG family. Make sure y'all smash that like button. Subscribe to my channel only if you want to. But look, my beautiful people, I appreciate my new subscribers. I appreciate the ones that's been holding me down. I'm gonna keep saying this, man. I love y'all. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? We on the way to 600K already. But we got this top 10 dark last photos of celebrities. This shit is creepy. Alright, man. Let's just look, man. Let's get this video ready to like 5,000 likes and let's just hop straight into the video. Hopefully y'all having a good day. Let's get it.
Today are truly sad. It captures celebrities' final moments.
Whether it be Amelia Earhart packing up her bags for a journey which she would never return,
or from John Lennon photographed with the man who later murdered him. We're covering it all in today's video, so let's just get right on into it. Starting off this countdown, we have Paul Walker. On November 30th, 2013, Paul Walker attended a charity event for Reach Out Worldwide. He was last captured driving off in a red Porsche Carrera GT. Little did he know that later that day, the car would crash into a concrete lamppost.
Yo, this shit never get old to me. Look at that car, bro. Wow. See, this is what I'm saying, bro. Live your life and have fun because you never know when it's going to be it for you. You can just go just like that. For real, I ain't meaning to scare y'all, but enjoy y'all time here, bro. Don't hate on people. Stay out of people's way. Stay out of the drama. Just go about your life because you never know.
And two trees before bursting into flames, killing Walker and the driver instantly. It's so sad looking at this photo. Like, Paul seemed happy. He got into the car not knowing his fate. In fact, what makes this scarier is that he might have still been alive had it not been for one text. He woke up that morning completely forgetting about the charity event that he had to go to. That was until someone texted him to remind him. Had he not gone to the event and just stayed home, things would have been different.
Coming in at number 9, we have
and that was another one of those things, bro, that just felt like it was not real at all, man. Like, it happened. It's feel like that every time it's like a major celebrity, and you're just like, damn, but bro, they human just like us. Shit happens.
Robin Williams, one of the greatest actors and comedic minds that has ever passed through Hollywood. There was movie after movie that this guy made that influenced people from my generation and so many generations after. And right before we get further into this point, guys, remember that you can like, comment, subscribe, and hit the little notification bell, and stick around to the end of the list because we're going to be answering some comments from our previous video, Top 10 Disney Mysteries. I mean, we can go down the list. This guy was in Aladdin, Jumanji, Mrs. Doubtfire. All of those movies were certified bangers, and this was the last picture of him before he passed. He looks so happy. He's chilling out with his monkey Crystal, and the two of them are just being the best of friends.
I want a damn monkey, man. Not that big though. That monkey look creepy as hell though. I ain't gonna cap.
But even having one of the coolest pets of all time wasn't enough to keep him happy. Unfortunately, shortly after this picture was taken, Robin Williams would visit the doctor and get a very sad diagnosis. It would seem that he had Parkinson's. It was devastating news that would lead to him taking his own life. Apparently, he was misdiagnosed and he actually had a specific type of dementia, which leads to paranoia.
In our 8th spot, we have Amelia
Wow. And that's what's crazy, bro. You never know what a person is going through, bro. Like, you never know. So that's why I'm telling y'all, that's why I live like that, bro. Keep your energy clean, bro. Your conscience clean. You never know somebody going through.
Earhart. The fate of Amelia Earhart is still unknown. Did she die in a plane crash? Did she get stranded on a deserted island? We honestly don't know. In 1937, Amelia set out with her navigator Fred Noonan to fly around the world. One of the last photos of Amelia was her packing her suitcase for travels, in which she would never return from. Much like these other celebrities, she looked so happy, just excited to go on this adventure. But little did she know it would end in tragedy. Amelia and Fred were last heard from on July 2nd, 1937. The government spent 15 years looking for them. In fact, searching for Earhart was the largest and most expensive search in American history. Sadly, hardly anything came of this. They thought that maybe the plane crashed somewhere in the Pacific Ocean, but who really knows?
Coming in at number 7, we have
I mean, with that situation, what y'all think though? We all know about Amelia Earhart. I think it did crash in the ocean. And it's gonna be hard to find something like that. Honestly, you know, something happened, bro. Like, see, those planes I don't trust because the wind could take those planes, but those bigger planes, you're good, bro. You're in good hands for the most part.
Gene Wilder. It's impressive how Gene Wilder was able to be both hilarious and terrifying in many of his performances. Like throughout most of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, he's kind of scary, but then when you check out Blazing Saddles, he's one of the funniest dudes around. This was the last picture taken of him, or at least the last one that was shared to the public. He lived well into his 80s, and in this picture you can see him with his daughter walking in Los Angeles. It was in 2013 when one of the most famous actors in the world would learn that he was battling Alzheimer's. This is obviously a very strenuous disease, and it can slowly wither a person away. It's a tough battle, and because of this, Gene wanted to stay out of the public eye. So after he was told by doctors that he was fighting Alzheimer's, he decided that he would stay out of the peering eye of fans and become a homebody. And I mean, it sounds like a solid move. You had an amazing career, so in your last few years, it would be nice to relax. He passed away in 2016.
Coming in at number...
I did not know he died, bro, at all. Crazy. Who else is on this damn list?
6, we have Chris McCandless. Chris was a 24-year-old American adventurer. In 1992, Chris set out on another adventure, this time into the Alaskan wilderness. However, he never made it out alive. His death has been debated for years. Some say he died of starvation. Others believe that he died of poisoning after eating toxic berries. The last photo ever captured of Chris was a picture he took of himself, smiling and waving to the camera, holding a note.
Picture.
The note is believed to have said, "I have had a happy life and thank the Lord. Goodbye and may God bless all." Later, he was found dead by a group of hunters. The hunters were looking for a shelter for the night when they came across the bus where Chris was staying in. But when they entered, they discovered Chris laying in his sleeping bag at the back of the bus. His veins were already decomposing. Now, the last thing Chris ever wrote read, "Day 107. Beautiful blueberries." Then days 108 through 112 contained no words. They just had slashes. And on day 113, there was no entry at all. So maybe it was some toxic berry that killed him. But still, this photo is super eerie, especially because of the sign he was holding. It's like he knew he wasn't going to make it.
Coming in at number 5, we have Nikola Tesla, one of the greatest minds to ever grace the earth. This dude was straight up one of the smartest people who has ever lived. If it wasn't for this guy, we wouldn't have the radio, we wouldn't have access to electricity the way that we do today. And even though he has nothing to do with the company Tesla that makes electric cars, there would be a solid chance that those electric cars wouldn't be running right now if it wasn't for the inventions that this man made. This was the last known picture of the inventor. He looks like he was ill, but he was actually mostly thin because he had changed his diet to eating very light. He wouldn't eat meat, and he mostly lived off bread, honey, and vegetable juices. Probably the saddest part about the end of Tesla's life is that he basically had no money, although he did find pleasure in pigeons. For some reason, the inventor had an obsession with pigeons. He would go to the park and feed them, and even said that they gave him some of the ideas for his inventions. That's the secret. We've got to start hanging out with more pigeons.
In our 4th spot, we have James Dean. On September 30th, 1955, James Dean...
I gotta say something about that shit, though. Like, look. I know we on James Dean, but look, Tesla? Come on, bro. You living off of berries and shit, bro? Look, he looked real sick. And he ain't had no money? Shit. It's crazy.
Died in a car accident at only 24 years old. It said that he was driving fast and suddenly had to swerve out of the way to avoid an oncoming car, but ended up hitting it almost head on. It said that Dean died instantly, but his passenger survived with injuries. That day, Dean was photographed posing with the very car he later died in. In fact, that car is said to be cursed. He only owned it for 9 days before his death. Later, after he died, the car rolled off the back of a truck and crushed the legs of a mechanic. Then the car's parts were disassembled and installed into other cars around the world. All those car owners also got into deadly crashes. So Dean's last picture was literally with a cursed car that killed him.
Coming in at number 3.
Hey, y'all think somebody cursed his car? Do y'all believe in voodoo and stuff like that? I mean, a little bit, yeah. It's kind of evidence that they've been trying this voodoo thing for a long time. Somebody probably put a curse on that car, and then they put it in. Bro, that's crazy. Imagine if you was one of them unlucky people that got the parts from that damn car, bro. Got in a deadly accident for no damn.
We have Aliyah. Aliyah was a rising star in the R&B community, and it seemed that she was going to be the next star in the music industry. Literally everyone who was into music was talking about her. Before she was 22 years old, she had already won 14 awards and been nominated for 73 awards through different music organizations.
Crazy.
There's a good portion of us who don't even have our driver's license.
Hey man, look at her, bro. That shit crazy. This was just, bro, like, I had the biggest crush on Aliyah, man. This crushed my whole life, bro, when that shit happened. That was like my first heartbreak right there when this happened.
22, but her death would shock the world. Either one of those two pictures is thought to be the last of Aliyah. They didn't have timestamps on every last picture back then, so we don't know exactly which one it is. But Aliyah would board a plane that was headed to the Bahamas. It should have been a nice short trip, but the plane crashed. Out of nowhere, the next big thing in music was gone.
In our second spot, we have John Lennon. On December 8th, 1980, John Lennon was assassinated outside of his Manhattan apartment. Earlier that day, Lennon was photographed signing autographs for fans. The last photo of him was him signing an autograph for the man who would later murder him. It's so eerie. The photo...
I didn't know that part. I know somebody murdered him, but damn. You just signed his autograph. Bro, that's crazy. Some people out here fucked up. Me strapped out here. I'm telling you. Protect yourself.
Literally foreshadows his fate. He was literally pictured with his killer. Later that night, the man in the photo, David Chapman, returned to Lennon's apartment and waited outside for him. When he came down, Chapman shot him 4 times in the back. That's just way too freaky for me.
And coming in at the number 1 spot, we have Marilyn Monroe. I mean, what didn't Marilyn Monroe do? It's thought that she changed how women could represent themselves in the public eye. She was one of the biggest beauty icons of all time. It's thought that she had an affair with the President of the United States. She was a bona fide legend, and she may never be forgotten. This was the last known picture taken of the superstar. She was hanging out with one of her buddies, Buddy Greco.
I ain't gonna say shit. Look, man. Might be. Ooh. I thought. Look, man. Look. I'm be real with y'all, man. Look. I thought she had some. I thought she had some ass back there, but that was a lie.
Who was a famous jazz musician of the time. Man,
Not
jazz
laughing at her,
has
just laughing at
changed
that.
a lot. It used to be the coolest thing in town.
But she had that SpongeBob.
There's no way you could be playing jazz now and it would get you into the arms of Scarlett Johansson. On the record, her death was deemed a suicide, but off the record, it seemed that the CIA might have taken her out. She knew too many secrets from being close to the president. They couldn't let those secrets leak out.
All right, and that's all for today's video.
I don't know. How y'all feel about that when you think she knew too much and then they like really like assassinated that woman? I mean, look, man. I don't put it past anybody. Any government. Look, I don't put it past nothing. Anything is possible, you feel me? But yeah, let me know how y'all felt about this compilation right here and which one of these really hit y'all the most in person when it happened. Like who? It don't even have to be on this list. Just let me know what celebrity, bro. When it happened, I say my number 1 when it happened, that like took me out of the game, bro, and really like shocked me and gave me a different way of thinking was when Nipsey Hussle died. When Nipsey Hussle died, bro, like when I just went somewhere else, bro. I started thinking on a whole nother level because you know I always promise tomorrow. You can do all the right things that you can in this world, like try to help people, change your life around, and stuff can still happen to you. So don't be afraid of these things. Embrace life that you have. Because I'm pretty sure that there's other people that wish that they could have lived like a full life. And you got the opportunity to take advantage of everything, every opportunity you get, man, and live it to the fullest, man. And if you're doing that, I'm happy for you, and I wish you the best out here in the world, real talk, because there needs to be more people out here just living their life. Don't worry about what people say about you. Live your life and embrace the moment. I love y'all, and like I always say, man, spread love, because there's too much hate in this world. Live your life to the fullest, man. Love y'all, and I'm out.